What's going on YouTube? JT's Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Teen Titans issue 11, which is the final part of the Blood of the Manta storyline. And then after this, we go into a Dark Knight's Death Metal, like, 4 or 5 part issue crossover. And then we get back to the Teen Titans books with the Return of Kid Flash arc, which then after that we immediately move into another crossover. My goodness, there's a lot of crossovers in this run, especially early on. I kind of wish we would have had a lot more with this team and not as much. Well, I mean, the crossovers are cool because we get more stuff, but I kind of wish we had more. But anyways, I'm going to go quickly through and summarize the whole issue, and then we'll talk about it from here. But anyways, I also like some of these cover arts too, which, by the way, Damien's drawn really tall here, but he's also drawn like super short. And that's kind of one of my issues. I'm like, if he's going to be on the Teen Titans, then draw him as a little bit taller, make him look older. I think that would be beneficial. But anyways, so if you remember the last video, Jackson High at the very end of it was coming face to face with giant squid, undersea scary monster. But then Black Manta decides to work with him and help him. Jackson feels a little bit better that his father actually went through and saved him, which is, you know, he's like, oh, I'm being appreciated. This is nice. So maybe there is some good in you. And then meanwhile, Damien and them are arguing about trying to find where Jackson is. He's kind of saying some things. Raven's getting really annoyed, and she threatens to send him to another dimension after Damien's like, I know all about your secret meetings with your boyfriend. Kid Flash is not my boyfriend. Rah! You know, kind of stuff. Would anybody miss you if I sent you to some planet, another dimension? Again, that was kind of fun. Then Beast Boy shows up, splashes, deliberately going right after Damien. He's like, oh, that was an accident. So I kind of like how Beast Boy is there to make Damien miserable in kind of a comedic fashion. I think it makes for some good comedy. Again, I should also point out the art style is really good here. I love the undersea stuff. I love the way it's lit. I love the colors. The stylistic things. I love the art style in the Percy Teen Titans run. I think it looks really, really good. So anyways, Jackson hides there. And then, like, immediately after, he's like, wow, I can't believe, I mean, you actually saved me. And you actually helped me tap into some of my powers. But Black Manta just kind of immediately turns and kind of showcases his true colors of that him being kind of this really abusive dickhead father, and he's forcing his son to steal the Black Pearl gem, which gives him kind of control over the oceans, kind of like the trident of Arthur Curry, but it's a device of severe power, and he seemingly is out of touch. The Titans kind of show up to try and help him, and it seems like they're not going anywhere. He does save Beast Boy at one point, which is really good, using his powers. He's like, we can't do this, there's no hope. He's kind of giving up on himself, and they kind of clash here. Again, the action sequences are pretty good. Black Manta has this thing. Basically, he's giving him one chance to have his son fight alongside him. Damien's like saying, okay, you have all this training, learn that, use it, keep fighting. That's what Titans do. Don't you remember what you said about Dumbledore's magic feather, which brings up to the first part of the issue where he's just like, I don't speak Disney. And he's like, the power's within you. You might need the pearl, but you don't. Showcase your powers, showcase you're better, showcase you're stronger, being inspirational, being motivational. And he ultimately taps into his powers and defeats his father. And he has a meeting with Tempest, and he gets the name Aqualad, which is really cool. And then the final part of the issue is the Teen Titans saying, welcome to the team, you're officially a member. They're all kind of proud of him. They all bake him a little cake here. His mom's there, Beast Boy's there, Tempest is there to celebrate. And then kind of we have this moment here where Beast Boy is celebrating, happy, I guess, for his ViewTube live vlog, and then it kind of sets up things coming up in the next coming issues. But yeah, I really like this issue. Again, it's a 3-part storyline, but it moves at such a brisk pace that you didn't even realize that you're already kind of done with it as it got started. I like how Jackson is, again, I like how this one focuses like mostly on Aqualad. We get into his backstory with his father, and we kind of deal with his issues there. I like how the training that Damien did helped Jackson tap into his powers. And again, a lot of things are kind of like merging together to showcase Jackson growing as a character and as a Titan. I think as an intro, well, he showed up earlier, but like as a story arc focused on Aqualad, I think this may have been the strongest story arc outside of the very first one in the Teen Titans run. Again, I got to go back and kind of reread some stuff. But then again, maybe the Super Sons of Tomorrow arc I actually kind of like a little bit more. That was probably my favorite because it's like a big, epic 5-part storyline. I think it's 5 parts. I'll have to go back and look at it. But anyways, so I like seeing Jackson kind of tap into his powers for the first time. I think it's a really cool, epic moment. He's always dealing with self-doubt. I always like those moments where the hero has all that self-doubt, and through the help of others, they're able to kind of tap in and like have this big triumphant moment. He overcomes the power that his abusive father had, and he's able to stand up to him and, you know, ultimately become Aqualad by the end of it. I think that's a really good storyline, and it moves at a brisk pace. Like I said, I think it does a good use of the Titans. There's a bit of humor interjected into this issue. The art style is really good, like I said. By the way, like, why is what is with this right here? Like, is this like kind of a flirting thing? Because Jackson in this, you know, book doesn't swing that way. I don't know what's up with it, but, or maybe it's just kind of a friendly thing. But I like this cover art. Like, why is Damian drawn like equal height and that, but he's drawn so short and little in the rest of the book? I don't know, but I think this is a good issue. I really like the quick Black Manta story arc that we had here in Teen Titans. It's one of, if not the strongest story arcs, at least without the crossovers, it's one of the strongest story arcs in the Benjamin Percy run. The art's work looks great. Like I said, moves at a good pace, and really not too many complaints here, and it kind of sets up things for future story arcs in the process. But anyways, what are your thoughts on Teen Titans issue 11? What are your thoughts on the Blood of the Manta story arc? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Do you think you had some gripes with it? Let me know in the comments section down below. Next time we're going to be moving into the Dark Knight's Metal, not Death Metal, Dark Knight's Metal, the original Metal crossover, which crosses over, what was it, Teen Titans, Nightwing, Suicide Squad, Green Arrow, I think. I can't remember, it was like 4 or 5 things, but it was like a Gotham Resistance was the storyline that we'll be getting into next, which is a crossover thing, and I'll kind of upload that all simultaneously and cover all those issues. Again, it felt like we just went through a big crossover thing, and then we have like a brief story arc, and then move into a crossover. Then we're going to have a brief story arc, and then move into another crossover, and then a brief story arc, and then that's the end of the book. But let me know your thoughts on it. Hit that bell for notifications, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you all so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.